Alright, I'm back with another recording. I forgot to mention this in the last video, but it is day 17 of this challenge now. And since we have gotten done with Grapefruit Falls, it's time to move on to the... Why is my camera never right? It always looks so wrong. I couldn't find a different word to say, so I just went with wrong. But since Grapefruit Falls is done, we're moving on to the next location of Chapter 3, which is the Fly Honey Factory, where there's 3 more drops to get. There's a slimy little pile, which has a 4 in 128 chance of dropping a bomb. The Mostly Bad Fly also has a 4 in 128 chance of dropping a pizza. And then the Foppy has a 2 in 120 chance of dropping a PSI caramel. So yeah, all of the enemies in the Fly Honey Factory have low drop rates, and there's nothing we can do about it. Or is there? And that's because we have the power of save states. But in order to use the power of save states, we have to use the power of snot. Now, before we actually get inside the Fly Honey Factory, we have to go through one of the most hilariously pointless moments of the entire game. Because in order to get inside the Fly Honey Factory, you want to know what you have to do? Well, the Mr. Saturn says in order to get inside, you have to say the password. And you want to know what the password is? The password to get inside the Fly Honey Factory is that you have to go behind the waterfall right there, and you have to wait 3 real-life minutes. Yeah, this game is so funny. So yeah, he'll say the password, and I have to sit the controller down, and we have to wait 3 minutes. So that'll be fun. So how is y'all guys' day? Mine is going great. You know, I could be doing so many things right now. I could be getting masterclass games in Among Us or Mario Kart or Smash Bros, but here I am. I'm stuck doing this challenge again. Because, you know, there was actually a lot of things I wanted to do this summer, with this being one of them. But yeah, doing this challenge takes a lot of time. So make sure you have a lot of free time when you do this challenge, because it will take you a while. I mean, come on. I was supposed to be working on SMB 7 during the summer, but no, I was practicing this, and now I'm actually doing the challenge again. And on top of that, there's a lot of stuff I want to build in Minecraft. And then on top of that, school is going to be starting up, because of course it is. And thank you very much for thank you to my school district for making us start school in early August, because it didn't start early enough last year. But no, like seriously, I I think it's starting to become a crime to start school in mid-August. Because I swear, when I was a lot younger, school used to start on like August 15th. But no, they're making us start school on the first week of August. Like, bro, I'm not trying to go back to school this early. Well, really, no one's trying to go back to school in general. All right, we waited 3 minutes, and now we're inside the fly honey factory. Now, even though I do have the fly honey, I'm gonna say no, because I don't want this slimy little pile to stop me every time I have to come back here. And you know, I wish I could say the more unfriendly version of this phrase, but I just want to safely say, frick the slimy little piles, dude. Like, actually. So what they do to attack you is that they mainly burp in your face to make all the party members start crying, which blinds them. And when you get blinded in this game, you miss most of your physical attacks. So have fun fighting the slimy little piles. Oh yeah, and did I also mention they can call for help to summon more slimy little piles? Like, dude, one time I literally got into a battle with a slimy little pile, and okay, this is for the edited version of this video, but just look at the image on screen, dude. Just look at it. That was an actual battle I had to fight. Now, really, I just want to start exploring the factory before I start grinding. Because I want to, like, check all the presents in the factory. And I really do not want to fight those farm zombies. So I'm trying to make sure they don't spawn. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's a bomb. I'm gonna give this to Jeff, because he is actually useless in combat right now. But don't worry, he'll become an unstoppable monster. I'm telling you, Jeff is like the most OP character in the late game. He just refuses to die. And that's a good thing. Also, Jeff just freaking one-shot that floppy. He literally just one-shot it. That is crazy. And no, that encounter does not count because I'm not trying to grind right now. Yep, it doesn't count. And I have to do the same thing like I did in that last room. Now, somewhere in the factory, you do find an item in one of the presents called a broken laser, in which later in the game, Jeff will be able to fix it and it will turn into a weapon called the laser gun. But the laser gun is actually useless because you don't get to use it until Jeff doesn't get to fix it until like chapter 4 or something. And by the time you're in chapter 4, you'll already have a weapon that's better than the laser gun. So what's the point of the laser gun if I don't get to fix it until later in the game. And then it becomes obsolete because there's weapons in Chapter 4 better than the laser gun. I don't get it. And it's like this for a lot of broken items in the game. Dude, I'm already 11 minutes into this recording. I'm pretty sure half of that is just trying to get into the rooms where the farm zombies don't spawn. Because, like, they're actually insane. They think I'm about to fight 3 farm zombies, bro. Like, no. Hey, dude, I'm actually going to be so upset if I do this for useless items. Like, even though I've played this game many times, I still have no idea what presents have what in them in the overworld. Okay, an IQ capsule. That's useful. Make Jeff drink that. Because the way Jeff fixes broken items, well, that's dependent on his IQ stat. The higher IQ he has... Okay, so I can't throw the broken laser away. So ignore that trash can. Why is my game... Oh, that's why my game's lagging. Because there's so many floppies. Oh yeah, and these are friendly, slimy little piles. So yeah, in the factory, there will be slimy little piles that will try to attack you, and then there's some that are friendly. Oh wait, that's actually perfect. I could start grinding for the slimy little piles drop right now. I just have to get him stuck. But if I'm being honest, there's not really a lot of places to get enemies stuck on. Because it's not like the Fly Honey Factory is an outside environment. I mean, come on, we're indoors. So yeah, there's not a lot of... There's no conveniently placed trees or rocks to get enemies stuck on. You have to find a wall. Alright, we have the save state. Now let's try to go through pain. Not trying to get the drop, but just simply fighting the slimy little pile. Because, like, seriously, they're one of the most annoying enemies to fight in this game. There's no way in heck they think fighting these things are fair. Like, dude, how is the even slimier little pile, which is stronger than the slimy little pile, easier to fight than the slimy little pile? Do you see what I mean, dude? Like, oh, you know, I'm using PSI, dude. I'm using PSI. Oh yeah, when you're blinded, PSI still... What? Excuse me? Was that the first one? Not including that slimy little pile that I fought earlier? Yeah, I think that was the first one. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it was the first one. What? Bro, that is crazy. Out of all of the enemies I thought I was gonna get their drop on the first try, the slimy little pile was not one of them. Oh my god. That is actually crazy. Might as well use this sudden guts pill. Oh, I still have that. I still have that skip sandwich from when I got the farm zombies drop. Alright, let's go back to Saturn Valley so that we can save the game. And also, when I did this challenge for the first time, I found some dialogue that literally no one says on YouTube. So you know how you have to wait 3 minutes to get inside the fly honey factory the first time? Well, if you leave and then decide to come back into the fly honey factory, you you don't have to wait 3 minutes. Instead, the guy that says say the password will just let you through. And he says something. I don't remember what he says, but I think it's something like you sure don't give up or something like that. I don't really remember the dialogue all too well. Wow, this recording is around 17 minutes long. And I'm pretty sure like a minute of that was actually grinding for the drop. And the other 16 minutes was just exploring the place. Okay, I'm gonna get this bomb to Jeff. Bro, Jeff has bombs for days. Yeah, I think Jeff is gonna be good for a while. And I wanted to get rid of that skip sandwich because, I don't need it. All right. Oh, we're zooming. Um, that is it. I did not expect to get that on the first try, if you don't count that slimy little pile at the entrance. But I'm out.